I'm Dr. Sriharsha Ajur, consultant urologist, andrologist practicing in Bangalore. I'm also a specialist in reconstructive urological procedures. If you are suffering from poor flow of urine, if you are putting too much of strain to pass urine, if you think you are retaining a lot of urine after urination, then you should suspect stricture urethra. So let's talk about stricture urethra. What is stricture urethra? What are the symptoms of stricture? What are the tests to be done for this condition? And what are the treatment options available for stricture? Stricture urethra is a clinical condition where you see a narrowing in the urinary passage. Urethra is a part of the urinary passage starting from urinary bladder to the external urethral opening. And any narrowing in that tube will cause obstruction to the flow of urine. And that condition of narrowing of the urethra is called stricture urethra. Stricture urethra can be of short segment or long segment. Sometimes whole urethra is scarred. So what are the reasons for this stricture urethra? There are multiple reasons for this stricture or narrowing or scarring. Most important is infection. If you had suffered from urethritis or gonorrhea or chlamydial infection, the chances of stricture also will increase. Next important cause is trauma. Whenever you had undergone urethral catheterization for any other conditions or for any other surgical procedures, that can lead to scarring inside the urinary passage leading to stricture urethra. Next important cause is inflammatory, otherwise called as chronic inflammatory diseases like BXO. That will make the soft tissue thick, scarred, and it blocks the passage. It narrows the urinary tube. That is also one of the most common reason for stricture urethra. Next is idiopathic. Some patients come to my clinic, they don't have any history of infection, no history of trauma, and no history of any BXO. Still, they present with stricture. So these are the most common causes for stricture urethra. How do we diagnose this stricture urethra? Whenever we suspect stricture urethra, we do these basic tests. One is ultrasound scan, which checks post-void and pre-void urine. Next is uroflowmetry. You have to pass urine in a uroflowmetry machine or computerized commode. That will give a graph of the flow, and that graph give an indication of blockage in the urinary passage. And next investigation and most important investigation is retrograde urethrogram, otherwise called as ascending urethrogram. In this test, we put a contrast inside the urinary passage and then take an X-ray of that area, and that contrast will give an idea, or it will give the diagnosis of stricture, and also it will tell how long is the stricture. Very rarely we do other investigations like ultrasound scan of the stricture area or MRI. So once we diagnose the stricture, then what are the treatments options available? Mainly there are three techniques to treat this stricture. Number one, simple dilatation. Number two, endoscopy procedure. We use an endoscope, or otherwise also called as VIU or OIU. Through that endoscope, we'll cut open or we'll cut the stricture or scarred area through cold knife or laser. And another technique is open surgery. Coming to the dilatation. Dilatation is a blind procedure. We use a soft or metallic dilators to dilate the scarred area. Biggest disadvantage of this dilatation is it's a blind technique and the recurrence rates are very high. Next technique is VAU or endoscopic procedure, commonly called as laser procedure. So in this technique, we pass a small endoscope through the urinary opening and we cut the scarred area at 12 o'clock position using cold knife or laser. This is a short procedure which requires hardly 24 hours hospital admission and there won't be any scars or incision marks outside. Biggest disadvantage of this VAU or endoscopic procedure is success rate ranges from 30 to 70%. Recurrence rates are high in endoscopic procedures. This VAU or endoscopic procedure give better result when the stricture length is very small, less than 1.5 centimeter, and the scarring is less. One more disadvantage of this endoscopic procedure is you may have to do self-calibration at your home for certain period of time. If the scar is too big or the length of stricture is too big, non-invasive techniques have failed. Like if endoscopic procedures have failed, if you are getting the stricture repeatedly, then the best technique is open technique, also called as urethroplasty. Multiple types of urethroplasties are there. If the stricture is very small, we just resect the scar and rejoin the urethra. If the scarring or stricture is too lengthy, then we may have to substitute with other body tissues like skin, and most commonly we use the buccal mucosa. We take inner skin of the cheek, also called as buccal mucosa, and using that graft we reconstruct the urinary passage. In this technique, recurrence chances are very minimal. Success rate ranges from 80% to 95%. Biggest disadvantage is it's a major surgery. We have to do surgery in two areas. One is in oral cavity and one is in the perineum. And you have to keep the catheter for certain period of time, ranging from 7 days to 15 days. Even though it is more complex procedure, the success rates are better than dilatation and VAU.